Samsung has long cemented its place at the top tier of the Android phone world. The Galaxy S24 Ultra in particular is our pick for one of the best smartphones on sale right now, and its two smaller siblings are also rather tasty. But when it comes to tech, newer is always more exciting. So it's time to turn our attention towards the Galaxy S24 series. The next generation of Galaxy phones are still a long way off, but won't stop the rumor mill from giving us a few sneak peeks at what to expect when they finally arrive. Here's everything expected from the Galaxy S24 lineup. Is Samsung gearing towards a major design refresh with the Galaxy S24 Ultra? We wouldn't expect such a thing to happen, but you never know. The rumors mill is still quiet on the design front, and while it's safe to assume some slight alterations and touch-ups, the device will most certainly carry a lot of resemblance with the previous Galaxy S23 and S22 Ultra. So expect a super premium Armor Aluminum and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 flagship with an S Pen on deck and a mostly flat design. We don't anticipate any changes in the overall size of the phone, as this 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display is unlikely to grow in size or shrink to a smaller footprint. What's more, the previous gen used the same general display panel, so we kind of expect an upgrade with the upcoming device. Samsung Display's best old panels are used by Apple in its latest iPhones, but not on his own flagship, which is definitely weird and counterintuitive to see. Those panels offer exceptional brightness and efficiency. Hopefully, we will see a much more capable S24 Ultra display. Aside from that, one could assume that the device will be outfitted with a 3080 by 1440 pixel panel with a rather decent 500p sharpness, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and the class-leading contrast, vibrancy, and overall color rendition that Samsung's flagship phone displays are usually known for. One recent rumor calls for a display refresh rate upgrade. It seems that the device might score an even smoother 144Hz display, unlike its predecessor's 120Hz one. While this might sound like a big improvement, you might not be able to detect a very big difference. While the difference in smoothness between 60 and 120 Hz can be easily detected, this isn't necessarily true for the minor jump from 120 to 144 Hz, as any gamer might tell you. Thus, you might have a hard time picking out which one's which. Although Samsung has phones with an under-display selfie camera, we don't expect to see that one on the S24 Ultra, as the image quality simply isn't comparable to regular selfie cameras just yet. Thus, we expect a punch hole to grace the front of the device, facilitating a front-facing camera. Another important element that will be attributed with the display is the under-display ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, which has been a staple of Samsung flagships for years and is now finally super fast and accurate. Now, early rumors suggest that the device could do away with the Sony IMX image sensors on its telephoto/periscope cameras and substitute these with its own ISOCELL sensors. This will possibly allow Samsung to have greater control over the image quality and improve the synergy between the different cameras. Samsung has filed for a trademark protection of a so-called ISOCELL zoom in the UK, which leaves a lot to the imagination. According to the speculation, Samsung will ditch the dedicated 3x telephoto camera and continue to solely rely on the 10x periscope lens. What about zoom levels between 1x and 10x? Well, cropping in the 200 megapixels ISOCELL sensor of the main camera, which will likely stick around, could allow Samsung to employ a hybrid zoom that emulates the function of a 3x camera, of course with a little help from on-device AI. Rumors also call for a 150x space zoom features and even longer throw in comparison with the 100x space zoom on previous Galaxies. Moreover, Samsung will actually be focusing on image post-processing to squeeze out better photos out of its already impressive hardware, just like Google, which uses machine learning and AI to achieve great camera results. Meanwhile, is there a possibility for a larger battery on the S24 Ultra in comparison with the 5000 mAh unit that's found on the S23 Ultra? In fact, there is. Rumors call for a stacked battery cell tech, which will allow Samsung to further improve battery density without increasing the cell size. Korean outlet The Elec expects a healthy 10% increase in battery capacity. Samsung has been working on solid-state batteries with improved energy efficiency for a decade now, but nothing feasible has seemingly come out of this undertaking. What about graphene, the wondrous material that's touted as the endgame for batteries? We've been hearing wondrous claims about those as well, but we wouldn't bet on the device rocking one of those either. Hopefully, the charging will get improved past the 45 watts fast-charging solution that has been used by Samsung on a few flagship generations. Such reports about the potential Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor that will be making the rounds in the next Galaxy flagship are already starting to accumulate. It appears that Samsung and Qualcomm will maintain their exclusive partnership for the upcoming Galaxy top flagship as well. There could be a possibility for an Exynos-powered Galaxy S24 series in select markets, though it's unclear if the device will get an Exynos chip or not. The Exynos 2400 could be the chip in question. If another report proves to be accurate, it might compete with Qualcomm's next Snapdragon chip. It might use printed circuit board-free fan-out wafer-level packaging. The Exynos might then display enhanced performance with more energy efficiency. According to said reports, Samsung Foundry would produce the chip using its 4nm LPP production node. Yes, it's not 3nm, but probably very good. On the topic of RAM and storage, rumors are calling for up to 16 gigs RAM on the device. The starting 256 gigs version of the phone will likely arrive with 8 gigs of memory, while the 512 and 1TB versions might come with at least 12 gigs of RAM for all the multitasking needs one might have. It's still too early to speculate everything about the product, but I'll update everything with my upcoming videos. So stay tuned to the channel, and if you guys enjoyed the video, then a sub to the channel will be massive, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.